Yep. You. Hello. Yep. All right. Welcome, folks. So I'm uh I'm working on a few kind of random things simultaneously. Um and yeah, I just thought I guess this is my way of holding myself accountable. Like, I got stuff to do, need to get it done. Kind of don't want to do it, but kind of do it on a YouTube live. So I don't have any excuses. This is just a beat I made yesterday, just noodling around. It's nothing spectacular. I'm gonna lower it a bit depth, just so that it's not crackling and breaking up. Let it rock back. It's kind of hypnotic, so I feel like it might help my flow. All right. Get this one. There we go. Audio. Okay, cool. Background. Where I got this. Yeah, I think it's not bad. Okay. So, by the way, if you're around on Thursday, I'm doing this Zoom chat. Now, you know, this is for anybody who's trying to grow an audience. Um, it doesn't have to be just music stuff. It's really about brands. So if you've got a business or um, a product or a service, or, or even just a social media channel, if you got something that you want to grow, a movement that you want to grow, that's what this is about. You don't have to be a musician to do that. will be relevant to you, even if you're just looking for a job or you're trying to network with others. This will be relevant. You know, it's worded in such a way it is aimed at music people, but this is really more of a deep dive into the psychology of growing a movement and how to attract the right resources. So, you know, it's if you go to academy.loveexaltall.com, which is my page, you'll see this here, this join the group Zoom meetup, and just click on the first link here to register for the event. Happening at Thursday, the 23rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I said 60 minutes, but we may extend it. And if you'd like to present or share or whatever, I kind of gonna open mic policy, but it is better if you get at me beforehand so we can kind of coordinate. You know, I want to make sure that if you're sharing something that it gets seen and heard and presents it properly. Not so much me, I don't know, gatekeeping, but more so, you know, me being prepared to interact if necessary, and, you know, even helping enhance what it is that you're doing. So, yeah, please join again at academy.loveexaltall.com. Just click on this link here. It's yeah. So, but that's not what I'm working on today. Today, I'm working on this life map, building, curating. And let me see. I have two versions of this, you know, which is makes it a little bit kind of keep up with the production of it. But I have a local version running for my purposes because I essentially update this version without impacting the spot. And so I can get some more servers and I can try to run it this way. I probably need some. Takes a bit of a while, a little bit of okay, so yeah, I'm probably gonna have to run it. All right. Good luck on that. Okay, so here we go. Okay. So up here. Let's see. Oops. Okay. Okay. Maybe. Okay, good. We're in business. So let's add a pass. Oh, see. Um, oh, really interview. Really, I kind of want to post this. I don't even want to edit. And that's why I'm fighting with describing it. Because I'm like, I guess I kind of got to edit, but it's one of them. It's pretty much a straight shoot. So that's the meeting with so let's say um, uh, okay. So these are actually all separate tasks. So it's so big part. It's what? So my survey. About high property. Okay. So then I need to break these up into separate. Take way more than 50 minutes, but whatever. Oh, look at you. I need to create short, shareable. I need to create YouTube shorts. I need to create shorts to share. I need to create shorts to share from the video, some highlights. Okay, so there's that. Let me see. Oops. I'd like to say half hour. I'm gonna change. Create version. This actually going to open quickly because I'm making AI to generate. So we create this to post, export, get to schedule my posts. This creating link. We'll see. I know these time estimates are a big lie. It's a big old lie. Big. You're not getting that done that quick. I know that there's a way to set up a time. I don't use this enough, but I know that there's a way for me to. I built a timer. I just don't think it's active. I don't remember how to engage it, or did I shut it off intentionally? But yeah. Oh, by the way, this is my app. It's Life Map. You can break down your goals into manageable 15-minute tasks. So you can see your progress through consistent daily action as opposed to something huge and seems a million miles away, like it's never gonna get done because you got like this huge goal. Um, this obviously posting the YouTube talk, and these posts are part of a bigger endeavor, right? So I've got this thing, and I mean it's actually bigger than this, but this is a component of so. And show the video, which is about what it is trying to do. Okay, so I made this video. Okay, I'm gonna just back and turn sound. I gotta you and track. Actually, just stop it. Right. So, um, can I just get back to where I was? Think so. Okay, cool. So I made this video. Hopefully it doesn't play choppy on your side, but your journey is
Feel the rush inside.
terrible.
Stars collide tonight. Heartbeats in the air. Feel
Adventure
the
waves.
world so rare.
So I guess the real breakdown of this is in the description. Do you live between Atlanta, Georgia, and New York City, excuse me. Share your journey with me. There's a long stretch of road between Atlanta and New York City. Along that road are thousands of people quietly building things that matter. Musicians, filmmakers, photographers, artists, coders, designers, entrepreneurs, carpenters, engineers, inventors, hackers, robotics builders, renewable energy explorers, regenerative farmers, sustainable living pioneers. People experimenting with ideas that could make life better. People designing new tools. People growing healthier foods, capturing clean water, building resilient communities. This video is a small spark from their journey. If this resonates with you, you're probably one of us. You're not alone. Sparks become fires, and sometimes that fire looks like music, film, art, technology, robotics, renewable energy, regenerative farming, sustainable architecture, community projects, helping someone level up. Some people build songs. Some people build machines, farms, and homes that work with nature. If you're exploring things like solar and hydro energy, thermodynamics and sustainable engineering, earthship style living, atmospheric water generation, regenerative agriculture, resilient communities. You're a part of this conversation too, inspired by people like Moses West, the inventor of the atmospheric water generator, which is a device that pulls clean water from the air. Wardell Waters, longtime friend and successful entrepreneur. This is a brother that was being worked almost to death by his job and pivoted. He started his own company and began contracting, and he worked his way up to a place where he had 3 offices, 100 employees, and and he was contracting for the U.S. Department of Defense and other organizations, very prestigious thing. And he did it hiring, people of color and, and really trying to build something. So, and then there's like Casey Neistat. We all know who he is. I don't know, kind of very inspiring, kind of a superhero, just action, it's I just love the way that he presents, you know, positive energy coming from his YouTube page. Asabuto, right? This is the founder of www.melanatedpeople.net. It is what I think is probably one of the very few, if not the only, safe space for Black people on the internet. Now, I frequently visit www.noi.org, the Nation of Islam's website, and there's plenty of great information and resources and stuff there. But Melanated People is a social media platform. And what I love most about that is that there's a culture there that doesn't exist anywhere else. I remember one time we were on there and I guess someone complained. It was a sister that complained. She said that men were hopping in her DM and sending her lewd pictures and that kind of stuff. And you know, and she announced it publicly. She was just like, it's going on, it's happening. Like, I don't know why all of a sudden this like happening so much, but it's a problem. And every member of the community stepped up. I mean, everybody would like, where are they at? Point me at them. And, the administrator, the owner, the product manager, Taz, everybody got involved. And we were like, we're going to lick this thing. We're unified and that this should never happen. And even myself, I wrote a post saying, know where you're at. Like, I realize you've been running savage on the internet and acting like a fool and running amok, but that's not the culture here. You know, you're, I know you've been out there and you hanging out with the devils and all of that, and so you start picking up bad behaviors, but that's not our culture. We are practicing love and we're rebuilding something valuable here. And that is not the right energy. And it was crazy because a little bit of time passed, maybe a day, an afternoon or something, but one of them actually came on the platform and posted a big public apology. And and that's what I'm talking about. Like there's no other social media platform where I know where the owner is gonna show up for you and get at you like, yo, here's my phone number, whatever, let's work it out, and you have a say in like what happens with the culture. Like we don't bash each other. We're not sitting up there, somebody posts something and we're tearing each other down. No, it's, we have different opinions and we're welcoming those opinions. And I mean, some people get on there and all they want to do is complain, whatever, whatever. And it's, you know, nobody's interacting with those posts, of course, because we're not there. This is less about fear mongering and, bashing and all of that, and more so about doing and helping and building. I could go on, but melanatedpeople.net, I feel like it's a great beginning. It's a great place to start. So if you're Black and you're not on Melanated People, get on there. It's like we're building a culture, and it already exists. The culture is there. It's just we need, you know, to build it, you know, utilize it and build it, our presence. And, so the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, I know myself personally. I know, as soon as you say Farrakhan, it's kind of things get controversial, but you know, I know for me personally, like cleaned up my life. I got off drugs and stopped um being a menace to myself and my family, and it really, the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad turned me around. So if you look at Eternal and you're like, man, I love the way that he gets down and the way that he does things, and it's like I even hear that from some of my clients, you know what I mean? It's, what business do you know where their clients are like, I love you. Like, it's like, and offering themselves to help with things. It's just, so, and I learned that from the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, with the help of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. One of the, if you haven't ever listened to him, I don't care who you are, what walk of life you're from, your race, culture, creed, financial status, anything, listen, chat, tap in. you know, but you may not agree with everything, but I guarantee you, you are going to be moved. and in a positive way, you know. So, and Michael Reynolds, and he's the founder of the Earthship Biotexture. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but Earthships are homes that are kind of alive, and they work with the earth, like you can, like these are structures that and dwellings that grow food and heat, maintain like a 70-degree year round without electricity, and cleanse the water and utilize the gray water, and they're very efficient and powerful things. And I think that um essentially, you know, homes like that could revolutionize the way that we live and offset our carbon footprint on this planet. Um, DJ Eddie, yeah, much props, much thanks. He's the founder of the Untouchable Production Camp, of which I work with Kenny Smooth, aka Kenny Money, multi-platinum selling producer from that camp, big ups. I just say my mentor. And our mentors, plural, because even watching Eddie from a distance, I've learned volumes. And he's always been welcoming and helpful, you know. So, Lionheart Natural Herbs and Spices in Brooklyn, if you know, you know, sis knows her stuff. And you know what I mean? Julian Brown, Nature Jab. I'm not gonna say new to Julian Brown, but this is a brother that is exploring what things that we can do with plastic waste. He's turning plastic waste into fuel and constantly working to improve the technology that he built and he's utilizing and trying to make it something viable and you know I guess something that can help to solve a problem that impacts us all. um and so all of this is about people who use their knowledge to uplift communities. So I say if you're somewhere between Atlanta and New York City and you're building something, join the conversation. The door is open. I welcome creators, builders, inventors, visionaries, people with resources. If you got money and you want to do something positive or fun things, it's also a networking opportunity to how can I say, to get some things done that you may not necessarily have the time to do yourself. If there's someone that's, you know, involved in the building and the working of it, many times they need funding and funding could help. So if you're that, you're welcome as well. Um, if you believe in backing positive change, you are welcome here. So, my name is Eternal, aka Love Excels All. I'm a producer, writer, engineer, and I'm also involved in tech, and I consult with businesses and do a bunch of other stuff. And in fact, I think every single thing that I touched on in this list, I'm involved with in some way, shape, form, or fashion. um, you know, that is essentially kind of part of this thing here that I was sharing with the life map. And I'm gonna cut it there. I'm gonna cut the video here. Um, you know, um, my intent is to work on this this video. Maybe I can open one of the clips. Let me see. Sandbox. And no, that's not it. So, okay, this is Imani's Garden. He is the founder of it, but I'm just like, where did I put the talk? You can tell I haven't been doing my homework because I can't find. Here we go. Uh, okay, so we got a lot of clips here. Oh boy, here we go. All right, so I guess this is the first part. I'm gonna add all three, and
Ew.
so
That's what it is. In the spot, load sells all, you know what it is. Here with my friend Mr. Davis, Damon Davis, the founder of the Ave, and the Imani Community Garden, and a bunch of other stuff. Is a brother that worked in the film industry. With Spike Lee, Martin Scorsese, and on the sets of Sex and the City, The Gossip Girls, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Um, so and also in the music scene. You know, he was present in Vic Studio. What's Vic Studio?
Horizon.
Horizon Studios.
Horizon Music Group.
Yeah, in West Haven, Connecticut, and worked for Wu-Tang for a second doing their graphics. He's a designer, worked in the marketing, Park Avenue, prestigious. I mean, long resume,
All right.
long resume, and a lot of powerful stuff here. So, just chopping it up with the brother about where we are today, where things are heading, what things are looking like, and in this wonderful world. Now we have artificial intelligence big and putting us in a position to actually realize some of the dreams that we had. Wishing we were 19 again.
so I'm gonna stop it there. But you get the idea. I gotta, you know, watch some of this footage. I'll probably just post it raw. I just want to make sure that there's nothing too crazy in there, like the, camera shut off or, you know, something. But yeah, um, peace and blessings. If you join me on the YouTube, you can tell that I don't know how to use this thing well enough. I frequently miss people that come to the live, you know, and try to say thank you later. But I'm learning. So that's what it is. I guess let's see. I'm trying to go to why all of a sudden
Oh, my
is
man Rob
like
wants to
happening
say
so much,
peace,
but it's a
peace and
problem.
blessings.
And
Uh,
every member of the uh, it's nobody in the chat. So that's what it is. I'm gonna sign off. Peace and blessings.